Hello, everybody, and welcome to the end of February 2024 city overview. This is my second overview. Of course, I started this new year with kind of like the first look into January. This video is going to be a little bit of a sad one, too, because this will be the final time that the Winter Village is in this portion of the city, because after today and immediately after this video, I'm going to start transitioning all of these modular buildings and plates into mills plating. If you're not sure what that is, essentially it is just an upgraded version of the normal thin base plates that you see on modular buildings, and it allows for a lot easier construction and a lot more customization and all that good stuff. But I won't bore you with those details just because very soon after this, in fact, the minute this video is over, I'm likely going to start transitioning these buildings out and then start replacing, I would say maybe these three with mills plates. I've realized that they're much more expensive than I expected. So, unfortunately, I just didn't have a lot of the colors that I wanted to use. So, but again, we'll get into that in the next video. But yeah, here is the overall view for this layer of the city. And then, of course, we do have the top half as well, which I actually did line the back. That box for the mysterious Lego project from a year ago, still up there. The little Avengers tower, and you got some smaller mini modular buildings, and the haunted district, of course. And then I'm actually working on mills plating a couple of these guys, a bag of like 4,000 pieces to get started. I did have to take down the clone troopers in the back. My plan is to just kind of put it off to the side for now, but obviously the biggest addition this month was the huge Avengers tower, which by far and away is the biggest building in here. The Daily Bugle does have a little bit of a shot getting near it just because of those tower pieces up top, but obviously the Avengers Tower is just massive. A lot of remodeling done this time around. The museum and the up house were moved to the side. The Avengers Tower dead center in the middle of every video. And then we have, of course, the Chitauri Titan, or Giant, whatever they're called, on top of this police station here. I'm really excited to have these roads actually fixed up, looking a lot nicer going forward. We added a nice park and the small town square for now, and then very recently added the hot dog vendor to the back here. Up front, we have the bookshop, the pet shop, and then 12 Grimoald Place, which I am actually looking to modularize. And then, of course, the final look at the Winter Village. During the start of my mills video, obviously this will still be down here, but I feel as though once I start this huge project, it's going to take a while. It's the best time to just kind of get this moving and then look forward towards the future for the channel and adding some buildings. I might move like maybe the hospital down just to take up some space and just kind of prep everything for the next stages. We had the Alpine Lodge, and of course we have Hogsmeade over here, Santa flying, Holiday Main Street. We added the archway, and then all the way around we added this lovely wall and a bunch of details just going throughout. I love the Winter Village. I think it's a really nice scene for everything involved. I think it looks great. I'm really happy with it. Do make some small minor details here and there, but just with February coming to a quick end, and I say this, I'm actually filming this and I said before, I live in Pennsylvania. We just got like 9 inches of snow in the middle of like 2 days before Valentine's Day, or the day before Valentine's Day, I think it was. So still plenty of snow down out there. So winter definitely did not like us saying that it was over. But the Winter Village definitely got a huge update this month. And of course that little ice skating rink in the middle. And I love it. I'm going to be sad to see it go, but it was definitely a pretty nice run. As for this side, 12 Grimoald Place was, of course, the only thing I could really fit in that corner, just because it is slightly bigger than one half base plate, but I kind of had to like cut it to get under that table leg for the top. As for the pet shop and the bookstore, of course, my little memoriam for our passed away cat, I finally bought the pieces to fix that sign that didn't come with it. So I finally did find somebody with those colors, and I added them onto my most recent Bricklink order, so hopefully I can get that fixed up when I do the actual modular buildings, or the mills plating modular buildings. Back here, I love this park. It looks fantastic. This is likely not going to be kept in this portion of the city. It'll most likely be moved up top once more modular buildings or custom projects get started. Same thing with the town square, but I do love the pop of greenery and color. And then, of course, the gift with purchase hot dog vendor. I just kind of have them parked off to the side, but it really does work. And then you do see the little backyard here that I had made for the bookshop a while back. Not even on camera, just as a side project. The Daily Bugle did not move. It just took some serious damage when I almost destroyed it with the Avengers tower, which would have been very unfortunate. I apologize for that sound. I might have to cut that because that was pretty loud. I just installed a second monitor, and I tried to get like a really tall tower, and it said, oh yeah, it has an Allen wrench holder in the back. It is the most garbage tool holder you've ever seen. So I don't even know why that just fell, but thanks. Thanks, cheaply made product. Love you too. Then, of course, the police station is just kind of the intermediate here. The Sanctum Sanctorum will be taking that spot within the next few months, I hope. It's finally back in stock as well. The next project I'm most likely working on, actually, besides the Mills Plate, is going to be the Medieval Town Square. So we'll see how that looks overall. Off to the side, we have the moving truck gift with purchase and the little Indiana Jones vehicle. And, of course, you can see Indiana Jones arguing with a museum rep down here. And then there's a police officer about to question Dr. Jones, who's also getting in a slight altercation. I love that cherry blossom tree there. And then, of course, the huge Avengers tower with tons of Easter eggs. Dr. Selvig up top. Thor and Loki fighting. Falcon. The Chitauri ships around the outside. Wasp. Hulk absolutely about to body another Chitauri. The ground scene of Captain America, Black Widow, and some S.H.I.E.L.D. agents fighting the Chitauri, along as War Machine floating off the air. Then we, of course, the Mark 7 catching Tony, and then off to the side, Vision, Hawkeye jumping off the building, Scarlet Witch versus Ultron, and that Chitauri versus Iron Man. We got a little bit of a thievery act going on here, not phased at all by the Chitauri, taking advantage of the distraction, it looks like. And, of course, oh no, looks like a policeman has fallen over. I actually had more puck lighting on this, and I've always been fond of it. My command strips that I've just recently bought, because I try and like replace the command strips there so they don't fall on a building, gave out immediately. They're terrible. I've actually used them on other projects, and this batch just did not work. And I've had that before where like a couple times the adhesive just isn't as strong, so not sure if it was a bad batch or what, but overall, that is the bulk of the changes to the city. The little beachfront over here, I've been saying for a while, is going to be more of my spring project, and I'm going to hopefully be able to get that done, at least to a degree this spring and summer, just because this is like the backdrop, and I would love it to look a lot nicer. Of course, the biggest thing over here is the motorized lighthouse. We have the ferry, one of my favorite sets, the Coast Guard boat. The shrimp boat had a severe accident with the Avengers tower, so he's currently crashed into the lighthouse over here because that's a better story than I dropped it like an idiot. And then we have a Coast Guard tower, a destroyed surf shop from the move, and a collectible minifigure standing on the sand plates of death over there. But yeah, here's my obnoxious monitor arm because, yeah, who doesn't want to mount a 32-inch arm or a monitor on a giant 3-foot-tall arm to get it out of the way? But yeah, that's just gonna about do it for this LEGO overview, for the city at least. I know I should do a full collection walkthrough. Actually, you know what? Before I close this video out, I should show off the Battle of Hoth, I think. One of the other custom projects that was started this winter is the Battle of Hoth here. I was originally going to try and work in the snow speeder crashing. Ignore Wedge until he's stuck under there. I just didn't have the time, and as you can see, if you see a couple little stormtroopers taken out anywhere, that is because our cat Mittens has really gotten to being nosy in the LEGO room, and she's really trying to get her money's worth out of the damage. Over here, I've obviously started rebuilding the medieval village. We have the little LEGO blacksmith off to the side. Got Seinfeld up here. But yeah, really excited to actually get this winter village started up again. I think it's going to look fantastic. But yeah, that's just going to about do it for the winter update here, guys. So thank you so much for joining me for my second overview overall. And I'm ready to start switching up the city quite a bit. And I'm really started to get a lot of custom ideas in my head. And that's something I really want to work towards going forward. I love building the modulars. Obviously, it's hard to do a modular every 2 weeks when I really want one, but obviously, it's expensive. So doing small custom projects, like the park, like the Mills plate, and like even the beachfront when I start it, is going to be primarily custom. So I really like doing small projects like that, and this Mills plate might take me the majority of March, just between getting the pieces, getting the time to actually redo all of this stuff, putting half base plates under these roads to secure them a lot more, adding the sidewalk, adding these details. Obviously, that is going to be a long journey, but it's something I can work on for the rest of my city days, is just customizing these Mills plates and making it special. So thank you guys so much for joining me for an overview, and I hope you have a great rest of your winter, and let's go spring, everybody.